They'll run it out of the shotgun. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. He's got his man. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Number 11 on this drive. The defense has yielded ground, but they're trying to get a stop on 3rd and goal. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it, and I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch, huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Caught close close to the marker, it's Bishop. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Anytime the ball goes in the air towards him, I feel like it's his. Like, there are no 50-50 balls. He just makes plays, game after game, play after play, and you see him featured in this offense for a reason. He's one of the best in the country, not just at the wide receiver position, period. This guy's in the Heisman Trophy conversation as a receiver.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. The screen, and watch out. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Wuerffel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. They're going to run it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
42 Spider, 4-2 Spider.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Pulls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And now on second down for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Bishop. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bishop. Touchdown, Arizona State! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. From the gun, running back gets to give. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
I remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear. Gives it on the option. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
29 Philly.
Rides the back on the option. The give. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Rhodes. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Mountaineers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? DB's right up on the receivers. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, West Virginia! The offense cashing it in on that drive. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Missouri. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
And 1st down for the offense.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Past the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Brings up second down.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And the Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll leave it with him. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Got it in the middle. It's Blade. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Oh, he's got some space. The 30, the 20, inside the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hand off from the shotgun. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged in the middle, it's Chang. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Bishop. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that one.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Caught over the middle. It's Kennedy. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Arizona State.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms.
Igloo. Igloo.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. One more snap coming before halftime. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away to crank up the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, turning it on!
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Handoff from the gun. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rose. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Looking left. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
second and goal.
Foul, 55 weak.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Pulls it in. It's Bishop. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Sun Devils are on the move.
42, spot right.
Looking for space. It's Kennedy. There he goes. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Give him 109 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Sun Devils trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State! And that one will give them the lead.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Mountaineers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play. And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. And this guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And the Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's slow. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. Fitted in the window for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Gets the back moving. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game, this is a huge play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the 1st down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short. He's got it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Brings into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this this offense, man. They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the fourth, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only one possession on fourth down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page.